I love visiting Boulder, Colorado. It's the conscious capital of the world. In fact, people in Boulder are so conscious that they're always conscientious enough to tell you how conscious they are, which means they're humble too. Let me tell you about Boulder. With Boulder, you're in what's called the Boulder bubble. What's that? That's 25 square miles of reality that's then surrounded by the rest of the world. Everything outside of the Boulder bubble is pretty abnormal. As soon as I arrive in Boulder, I instantly want to put on a vest and get behind the wheel of a Subaru Outback. I don't know why, but it's great. I think it might have something to do with astrology. Whenever I'm in town, 100% of the time I spend 90% of my time on Pearl Street. I love watching the street performers. You get everything from mind-blowing juggling, to music, to thespians acting like homeless people napping in puddles of their own urine. The artistic expression of these performers is off the charts. So is their ability to intimidate you if you don't put a donation in their tip jar. You can take your dog everywhere with you in Boulder. Work, restaurants, shops. Having a cute, playful dog with you 24/7 helps make it much easier for people to not notice how uninteresting of a person you are. I'm even thinking about having my dog run for mayor of Boulder during the next election. He's a shoo-in for 2 reasons. Number 1, he's a dog. Number 2, he's not a human. And Boulder loves that. Everybody in Boulder is all about community. My favorite thing to do there is to get together with like-minded people as a community, call ourselves a community, and then talk about how we can build more community. It's basically like Boulder's a giant cult, only it's different because everyone there is free to think that they're free thinkers. But it's also exactly like a cult. During my mornings in Boulder, I go to the Cup for an organic, fair trade, on-tap, nitro cold brew coffee. They have authentic hipster baristas there that genuinely don't care about you. It's awesome. It reminds me of my childhood. That's why I keep going back. Midday, the thing to do is walk to Alfie's to get a kombucha, a shot of wheatgrass, and to be resented by the vegans when they see me buying meat. I always stay at the Hotel Boulderado. It's clearly the best hotel because they hired scholars to do the impossible of figuring out how to combine the words Boulder and Colorado. Boulderado was the result. You might call it slurred speech, but I call it genius. Every exaggeratedly light tone of voice talking, prolonged eye contact holding inner peace junkie in town went to Naropa University. And I'm just like, what'd you major in, bro? Oh, calm breathology? The social science of awkward silences? Well, it's nice to meet you, your Buddha-ness. 300 days of sunshine per year in Boulder. I love it. Even though I'm so Caucasian that it's highly stressful for me to be in the sun that much. But everyone else in town always says how much they love the incessant sunshine. So that makes me think that I love it too. There's a lot of white people in Boulder. A suspicious amount. I don't know what else to say about that. Everyone has a deep love for the outdoors, aka a hatred for the indoors. I just love the mountains, and I love to talk about my connection with the mountains. I spend more time doing that than I do in the actual mountains. Friends invite me for an easy hike up Mount Sanitas. 15 minutes into the hike, I'm out of breath from the elevation and hating my life, but still pretending that I'm enjoying myself because I'm one with the mountains. Is Boulder liberal? It's kind of fuzzy. Let's put it this way, when Trump got elected, it was really hard to tell, were people walking around Boulder in a blissful state of silence, feeling peace and tranquility, or were they mortified to the extent that they just couldn't talk from the post-traumatic stress disorder? Weed is definitely legalized, or if I may sound astute, cannabis. I always hit up my favorite shady-looking dispensary, then get medicinal sitting by Boulder Creek. I only use it for preventative medicine. Turns out there's a lot of diseases that I need to prevent. So I have to use a lot of weed, marijuana, cannabis. Forgot what I was going to say. So I love Boulder so much that I want to permanently move there. I'm just waiting for real estate prices to escalate a little higher so that I can feel like I'm getting more value out of my future property. I just wish the rest of the world could be